When my parents separated, my mother used to say, "Love doesn't end, it just changes its address." She'd say it while watering her plants or staring out the window at a world that had rearranged itself. I never really understood what she meant. The words felt like a pretty lie, often a hard truth. That was, until I found the bus ticket. It was inside an old leather wallet she'd left behind in a drawer after she passed a small, cardboard slip with faded ink. A one-way trip from Chicago to Detroit, dated the 18th of September, 1994, the year she met my father. She told me once, offhandedly, that she almost didn't marry him. "I had my bags packed," she said, stirring her tea. "I was supposed to leave that week, start a new life, but I missed the bus." I thought she was joking, a dramatic flourish to a story I'd heard a dozen times. But here was the proof, brittle with age, the ticket, unsent, unused, a road not taken, pressed flat like a forgotten flower. On the back, in her looping, youthful handwriting, was a single penciled line. "Maybe love is what happens when the train breaks down and you have to walk home together in the rain." I sat there on the floor of my childhood home for a long time, turning the fragile paper over and over in my palms. They'd had a messy, complicated marriage, loud fights that shook the dishes, long silences that filled the halls, apologies that sometimes didn't come for days, but they also danced, barefoot in the kitchen on a Tuesday for no reason. He brought her coffee in bed every morning, the mug warmed just how she liked it, and her laugh when she truly let it go was louder and more joyful than anyone I've ever known. It made me realize something with the force of a revelation. She hadn't stayed all those years because she was trapped by circumstance or fear. She'd stayed because, in the midst of all the noise and chaos, she had consciously, deliberately chosen to. Over and over again, years later, on a whim that felt like a pilgrimage, I took that same bus route. I sat in the window seat, her unused ticket a sacred relic in my hand. The driver, a man with a kind, tired face, punched my new one and asked, "Round trip or one way?" The answer came to me as if she'd whispered it. "Round trip," I said, my voice sure. "Always round trip. The coming back is the whole point." When I got to Detroit, I visited a small, unassuming park she once mentioned in a story. I found a sturdy oak tree, its roots deep and strong, and I buried the old ticket in the soft earth beside a bench facing the water. I didn't say much, just whispered into the breeze, "Thanks for missing it, Mom. Thanks for choosing us." Now, whenever my own life feels like it's going off schedule, when a plan fails or a path closes, I think of her handwriting on that ticket, that thin blue ink fading into the past, but still, somehow, miraculously, guiding me forward, reminding me that the map is not the territory. Not every missed ride is a mistake. Sometimes the detour is the only road love ever needed to find its true destination.